What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. Hope all is good. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend so far. And I hope you guys did some studying so we can get ready to have a big week this week. But with that being said, guys, I did want to slide up on y'all, talk to y'all a little bit about what the heck is going on with crypto, and at the same time, go over a few charts of a few stocks that I was asked about via my group chat that I just want to show you guys what's going on with these charts, what they may or may not be doing with these stocks over the next few days to the week or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, veterans of the channel, y'all already know how I go. Go down below, like the video, drop a comment. Every time you do, you support the channel, you help me grow, and I definitely appreciate you for that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and when I drop these Get Money Jewels, you'll be able to use it first things first, the very next day the market's open, so we could get some money together. Now, with that being said, guys, you already know how I go. Crypto was crazy this weekend. I mean, my gosh, they had huge jumps all across the board. And at the same time, of course, we had Doggy Coin, as I call it, going crazy. So it's like hard to make any sense of it, any rhyme or reason. There's a few catalysts for Bitcoin. You guys know I'm a big Bitcoin fan. And there's a few catalysts for why Bitcoin dropped like it did over this weekend. There was a shutdown. There was a ban in, I believe, Turkey, or a potential ban in Turkey of Bitcoin. There's rumors that the U.S. is going to try to step in and regulate it a bit. There's a lot happening with that. And as a result, Bitcoin went from like 61,000 down to like 52,000. Now, if you are a Bitcoin trader, that could have been something to panic about, and you could have sold your position, got out, etc., etc. If you anything like me and you saw that drop happen, guys, I got to be honest with you. I was happy. Now, I was torn, but I was more towards happy. The reason why I was torn is because I have several riot calls that I swung this weekend. And I know them riot calls are going to take a beating Monday morning. I already know it. But on the flip side, if I'm considering the long term, I have a position in Bitcoin already. And every time Bitcoin dips like that, I buy more. So I added on the dip on Bitcoin several times. I believe I added around 59K. I added around 58K. I think I added around 55K. And I think I added around 53K. So every time Bitcoin fell, I added. And I would have added, I believe they dropped below 50. But by that time, I was already rocked. I ain't even going to hold you.
Oh my God.
So I didn't get a chance to add that 50 area like I would have loved to. But that would have been a great area. And guys, if you ever see Bitcoin fall like that again, ETH as well. If you ever see those stocks fall like that, or those cryptos fall like that again, those coins, you have to buy them. And the reason being is because crypto is not going to go away. Crypto is going to become more and more prominent. And as it becomes more prominent, the price is going to go up. And if you got positions in them, your position value is going to go up. So when it falls, it's a great time to pretty much get more for less, so to speak. And I enjoy getting more for less. So I saw that Bitcoin fall, and I definitely jumped into it. I did not even have a position with ETH, but I did jump into that finally, get my toe in the water. And I'm definitely looking comfortable there. I do admit I am in Dogcoin. The dog is very nice, but I missed the huge run-up. But just in case there's another run-up, I am in it. And I hope you guys are in it, because I'm telling you, these things are going to run up to the point where if you got a nice enough position, you're going to make a nice penny off of it. And I know it's a few of you who watch this video right here, right now, who made some great money off the dog this weekend. And if you did, drop a comment, let me know, just so I can kind of aspire to be you one day. But that being said, I definitely added on my Bitcoin, and I'm happy I added on my Bitcoin, because guys, I really, really, really believe Bitcoin is going to be huge. And that's why I talk about it so much on this channel. And that's why I trade Riot and Mara so much. And also, keep in mind, if Riot and Mara dump how I think they're going to dump tomorrow based off of what Bitcoin did this weekend, buy Riot and Mara for your portfolios. I remember my group chat who showed me her portfolio, and I saw she had a small position in Riot. And that was one of the first things I mentioned to her. Add more Riot. Because in the end, it's going to be a winner for you. In the short term, it may look ugly, who knows? But in the end, it's going to be a winner for you because Bitcoin is not going away, guys. Something drastic will have to happen for Bitcoin to go away. Otherwise, it's going to be here and it's going to rise. And as it continues to rise, you're going to make money from it if you was in it. So take that from me. Do what you will with it. Of course, you guys know I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what works for me. And if it could work for you and make you a couple pennies too, then I'm all too happy to share the info. But definitely do your due diligence to check in on that. Now, with that being said, I want to show you guys a few stocks that a few people in my group chat asked about. And one I just wanted to do myself because I was curious about. To show you what these stocks may do, we're going to go over support and resistance. We already went over, how to add the MACD and how to use the moving average to your advantages. And now we're going to go over support and resistance. This is being done on Robinhood, or on Webull, excuse me. And like I mentioned to you guys, Webull has the best charting ability out of pretty much every app that you could think of. Thinkorswim is probably better, but minus Thinkorswim. And the reason why I'm telling you guys that is because if you do not have a Webull account, you definitely need a Webull account. The way that you could chart really makes you a better trader. And it really will change how you look at trading. So if you don't have a Webull, definitely sign up for a Webull. I'm going to leave my link in the comments below. And you can use that link to sign up and you'll get 3 free stocks as soon as you sign up through my link and deposit $100. Also, it's great for day trading. And day trading is great because it's the best way to secure your profits quickly. Now, with that being said, I mentioned to people in my group chat all the time to get a Webull cash account so we can get to this money and take profit and not have to wait or worry about, regulations and day trade rules and all that. So, guys, definitely get that Webull. Definitely set it up as a cash account. And that way, you'll get your money when you want to get your money. You don't have to wait to take profit. And if you're interested in my group chat, definitely hit me up below and let me know that. Because, guys, we're going into a new week. I'm expecting big things out of the group this week. And I believe the group is expecting big things out this week. And I want you to be a part of that too. You guys always know I say be a boss with the options boss. Well, that's how you can be a boss with the options boss. If you're in the group chat, we definitely going to be bossing and we going to be eating. And I want you guys to eat with me. But with that being said, we're going to dive into these charts right now. All right, guys. So check me out. I'm over here looking at Square. And basically, as you see at the very bottom, I got my MACD down here. Just want to go over that so you guys will see the MACD down here. And up top, I have my moving averages. And that's pretty much the same as a prior video. If you don't really recall how I got those set up on my Webull chart, what I'll do is I'll link a video right up top where you guys can check that out and get a better understanding of that. Now, with that being said, what I did, like I said, guys, this is Square. What I did was I added a few lines. I could have added more, a few horizontal lines just to kind of sort of show support and resistance. And what I want to do is I want to explain to you guys a bit what is support and what is resistance. So support is when a stock falls to a certain price, it'll sort of hit that price and it'll bounce back up. And when it does this several times, that's considered support. So right now I'm looking at the 3-month chart. If you look at the bottom of the screen, and I made this red line right here. And essentially this line is a horizontal line. It goes all the way across. And if you look, you'll see from all the way back here, you'll see that red line get hit several times with candles, green and red candles. And as we go over further, you'll see again that red line get hit several times again. And then as we go over even further, you'll see that red line get hit several times again. And that red line is around 202.44. Not a 100% accurate line, but, you know, it was a ballpark line just to get my point across for the sake of this video. Now, when you see lower than that, when you see the candles below than that, that means that at those point in times, Square broke support. But if you look over the last 3 months, Square hasn't really broken support too many times. So that red line is a pretty sturdy line to show you that if Square gets around that 202 area, it's probably going to bounce and start going back up again. Now, in this instance, I also made another line around here. And again, if you look at this line, you'll see the same thing. Right on top of that line, you'll see Square fall into that number a few times. It'll fall to that red line, and then it'll start going back up. And as we scroll, you'll see, again, it happens over here. And this was around 205.56. And guys, if you see my blanket, yes, I am doing this video relaxing in my bed because it's Sunday. But that being the case, you'll see it hit this line a few times again. And when it hit that line, it bounced up. So when that happens, that's considered a level of support. So it's safe to say, and again, like I said, I could have added more lines to show you more examples, but I just used those two as two main levels. So we see from looking at this chart that Square has support around 202.43, and they got support around 255.60. So that's, if you see it around those areas, you know that it could be getting ready to push up. Now, when we look at resistance, so I made this blue line right here, guys. So resistance means the opposite of support. Basically, a stock will go up to a number, and when it get there, it'll pull back. And if this happens several times, this is now considered resistance. So if we look, Square hit this line right here, this blue line at the very top, which I have my mouse on, and it hit it, and then it pulled back several times. You'll see the great green and red candles pretty much stopping at that blue line. And as we go further down, we'll see, again, came close to that blue line, and then it pulled back. And that blue line is at, I believe that's 278.47. So that around that area will be considered resistance for Square. And again, the lines are not 100% accurate. It's just close enough to give you guys a roundabout idea for what I'm looking at. So essentially, if Square's bullish tomorrow, I could possibly rise Square up to around 278. And when I see it get around 278, I'll probably take profit and get out thinking that it's going to hit resistance. Now, sometimes, just like with support, you come back here, you see that we broke support and fell down even further. So sometimes you'll break resistance and go up even higher. And you could wait for that, or you could just take profit, depending on what you're looking for out of this particular position. Me, hypothetically speaking, right now, look like Square's at 255 something after hours. So if I got in Square hypothetically at 255 and it rode up to 278, I'd be all too happy to take profit and move on from Square with a nice win. So guys, that's what I'm looking at with Square. Like I said, I did have a member of my group chat mention to me if we could chart Square. So I just wanted to chart Square up so you guys can get an idea about Square. And with that said, we're going to move on to our next chart now. So guys, now I'm at Peloton, PTON, which is Peloton, of course. Ticker symbol PTON. Now, this right here, I did just one support level and one resistance level. I could have done more, but I just kept it simple. Again, guys, MACD is there, and the moving average is there, and I want you guys to be familiar with all this stuff. And every time I talk about charting, we'll add a little something extra to it, piece by piece, so you guys can just start using it little by little to get a full understanding of it. So now, if we're looking at the red line, again, if we're going to support, so right here, guys, we'll see Peloton is hitting this red line several times with red and green candles. And again, several times with red and green candles. And we see that support is around $100.05. So when it gets around there, it gets ready to fall. And the same with resistance. If we look up, we'll see the blue line. And we'll see it several times is hit that resistance line, which we see is 123.97, it looks like. It'll hit that resistance, and then it'll pull back. Now, there was a time when they were way over this, but since they broke this level, they haven't been able to get back. So hypothetically, if they were to break this level, this 123.97 level, we could assume that Peloton has a lot of room to run. But because news has been bearish on them lately, I would definitely be more inclined that if I were to play Peloton anytime this week, to probably grab puts on them and see if I can take that 116, 115 area all the way down to around 100. And that could be a nice win if we were doing that. So with that being said, if we play Peloton this week, that's what I will be looking at. I will more so be looking at puts and seeing if we can ride that thing down to about 100. Guys, we're going to move on to the final one. And the final one is Moderna. mRNA ticker symbol. And I looked at this one specifically because I carry some calls over from the weekend with this company. And with this particular company, they finished, I believe, trading around 170, something around that area. And if you look, again, at the very bottom, you'll see, well, towards the bottom, you'll see the red line. And you'll see how several times in the beginning of the chart, they hit that red line. And when they hit that red line, they went up. And then you'll see a pullback as we got to here, and they hit the red line several times. A couple times they broke support. I'm going to move it out the way so you guys can see it. But several times they broke support. But eventually, you know, they bounced back up. And as they bounced back up, again, they fell. And when they fell, they broke support again. And then they rose back up to where they are currently, as you see at the very end of the chart. And that support level looks to be around 129.67, guys. So that's considered support for them. Now, they showed a little resistance. If we go to the next line, they showed a little resistance around 147.10. And if we look, we'll see at the very beginning of the chart, they had a couple green candles. And, you know, then they broke through the resistance. And that's great. But as we go over even further, we'll see a couple of red candles, a couple of small green candles, where it goes to resistance and it kind of pulls back. And you got the big red candle towards the middle of the screen, where it gets resistance and it pulls back. And then several times right here, you'll see they'll break resistance or even fall or hit resistance and pull back. So that was a pretty fair level of support right there, of resistance right there, even though they did break it several times. Now, the key is right now they're at about this level. And this level is around 170-ish. So I saw the next resistance level they have is around 178. You guys can see over there that 178, 71 area. I have a line right there for that could be some level of resistance. And you'll see right here where they hit it a few times and they just couldn't break it. And then you'll see where they hit it a few times and they actually did break it. So with that being the case, that's my next level I'm watching. I'm already in these positions. So if they swing up to 177, 176, something along those lines, I'll be more than happy to take profit and get out with a nice win. However, if they break resistance and want to go even higher, I'll be grateful for that. But if they, you know, went up to 176, 177, I'm more than happy to take a big win because it's a swing of a position that I'm already feeling good in. So, guys, I hope y'all understand what we're looking for as far as support and resistance goes. That being said, if you want me to chart up anything for you, all you got to do is get down below in the comments and get in the group chat. And if you in the group chat, guys, I'm basically at your disposal. Whatever I know is what you know. And I'm going to make sure that I don't leave you guys behind. No one's left behind on this team. Guys, we all need to eat. So with that being said, you can always be a boss with the options boss. Guys, I'm a holler when I holler.